Chapter 11. The Two Witnesses. A reed like a rod was given to me. Someone said, "Rise, and measure God's temple and the altar and those who worship in it. Leave out the court which is outside of the temple, and don't measure it, for it has been given to the Gentiles. They will tread the holy city underfoot for 42 months. I will give power to my two witnesses, and they will prophesy 1,260 days clothed in sackcloth. These are the 2 olive trees and the 2 menorah, standing before the God of the Eretz. If anyone desires to harm them, fire proceeds out of their mouth and devours their enemies. If anyone desires to harm them, he must be killed in this way. These have the power to shut up the sky, that it may not rain. During the days of their prophecy, they have power over the waters to turn them into blood, and to strike the Eretz with every plague as often as they desire. When they have finished their testimony, the beast that comes up out of the abyss will make war with them and overcome them, and kill them. Their dead bodies will be in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sedom and Mitzrayim, where also their Yeshua was crucified. From among the peoples, tribes, languages, and nations, people will look at their dead bodies for 3.5 days, and will not allow their dead bodies to be laid in a tomb. Those who dwell on the Eretz rejoice over them, and they will be glad. They will give gifts to one another, because these 2 prophets tormented those who dwell on the Eretz. After the 3.5 days, the breath of life from God entered into them, and they stood on their feet. Great fear fell on those who saw them. I heard a loud voice from heaven saying to them, "Come up here." They went up into heaven in the cloud, and their enemies saw them. The second woe is past. Behold, the third woe comes quickly. The 7th trumpet, Christ's reign foreseen. The 7th angel sounded, and great voices in heaven followed, saying, "The kingdom of the world has become the kingdom of our God and of his Messiah. He will reign forever and ever." The 24 Zachanim, who sit on their thrones before God's throne, fell on their faces and worshipped God, saying, "We give you thanks, O God, Shaddai, the one who is and who was, because you have taken your great power and reigned. The nations were angry, and your wrath came, as did the time, for the dead to be judged, and to give your bond servants, the prophets, their reward, as well as to the holy ones and those who fear your name, to the small and the great, and to destroy those who destroy the Eretz." God's temple that is in heaven was opened, and the ark of God's covenant was seen in his temple. Lightnings, sounds, thunders, an earthquake, and great hail followed.